Unfinished business and general orders? There are none. New business?
Oh, Susan. It's Susan.
Susan Valiant, 2170.
Oh, shit, it's Susan
Valiant. For the Tarrant County elections process.
There's a motion on the floor to present the Tarrant County election process as a resolution. Is there a second?
Do you see necessary to
Yes.
Is there a second? Please follow up on your motion.
Hell yeah, Lily.
So I need to read it.
Hey, you need to do the point of order.
A point of order?
Yeah, so and what's your point? So now tell me.
Okay. To suspend the rules for tonight.
It's been moved that we suspend the rules for tonight. Let me just explain what we're doing. This is what you wanted to talk about earlier. This went to the Resolutions Committee. The Resolutions Committee tabled this motion, so it's stuck to the Resolutions Committee as long as it sits there on the table. She's asking that we suspend the rules tonight to bring it up tonight anyway. That requires a 2/3 vote of the body. It's been moved to suspend the rule. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a couple of seconds.
Bill,
Discussion.
what are you doing?
Point of information,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, was the resolution that is before us, was this submitted within 10
Bill,
days?
Bill Eason is our local
within 10
expert
days of this meeting.
on the rules.
Yes, it was.
And then we don't need to, Mr. Chairman, we don't need a vote. If it's been properly submitted, and it doesn't matter
Oh,
that,
sweet.
that the committee didn't dispose of it, she still has a right to bring this to new business. That was the import of the rule that we wrote.
Oh, hell yeah. Get him, Bill.
Okay.
That's why I like Bill. That's why I like
Read
Bill.
your resolution.
I love Bill.
Okay, good.
That is why I love Bill. We don't need a vote to bring it. Just let her bring it. She has every right. Bill taught me everything I know about the convention process anyway. She's getting ready to read the election process resolution. They're waiting for it to be pulled up digitally so they can read it on the screens. That's what I was told. There's those screens right there. See? They're pulling it up there so people can try and read it. Oh, they have it on dark mode. That's how I do mine too.
Great question. Along with the same guys trying to get the resolution up as the world count.
All right, guys. Susan is about to read a resolution that she's been trying to get pushed through for a while to a resolution the party to do a lawful election process. It's probably going to be paper ballots, a closed primary, and hopefully in precinct voting and paper poll books. But I haven't read this one. She's probably updated it. But this is how you force your party to take a position on election integrity, is you resolution them. You get precinct chairs to help you
Where
vote for them.
we believe the Tarrant County deserves secure, accurate, transparent, and auditable elections, whereas our current voting process are dependent upon expensive, proprietary, overly complex black box systems that uses encrypted codes unreadable to the human eye, and the election results are unverifiable. Whereas the black box system is approved to use through grossly inadequate certification and security procedures. Creates an unnecessary security risk with opportunities for undetectable errors and nefarious activity. It is impossible to maintain and operate without support from vendors due to its proprietary complexity. Whereas our voter rolls are inflated and inaccurate despite hundreds of thousands of dollars spent to ERIC, which is the electronic voter registration information system. Whereas it is impossible for an electorate to know whether the declared winner reflects the intent of the majority of the people who legally cast their vote in the race. Whereas the Texas Election Code 43.007 authorizes the county commissioner to choose to participate in the countywide voting program or not. Whereas the Texas Election Code 123.001 authorizes the commissioner's court to adopt voting system for general elections for state and county officers, and the county executive committee in the political parties authorizes the adoption of the voting system for primary elections. Whereas Texas Election Code 64 describes the legalities for the hand-marked ballot method for Texas elections. Be it resolved, the Tarrant County Commissioners Court, the Tarrant County GOP Chair, and the Tarrant County GOP Executive Committee shall authorize our county, state, and primary elections to adopt the following voting systems for the Tarrant County elections. Bullet point 1, hand-marked, sequentially numbered paper ballots printed on counterfeit-resistant paper. Point 2, electronic poll books to verify the voting ID and paper poll books at each precinct to verify voter's signature. Paper poll books shall be fixed 30 days prior to the early elections.
Okay, so she's
Bullet
incorporating
point 3,
both e-poll books and paper poll
precinct
books.
level voting
Interesting.
by providing a maximum of 4 precincts and a countywide voting polling place program. And then
Yes.
bullet point 4, tabulation of ballots with secure tamper-resistant counter and a write-once memory device. And then bullet point 5, verify vote results with a partial annual hand count of 1 federal race, 1 state race, 1 local race, and 1 proposition at each precinct location. And then the last bullet point, cleaning and securing our voter rolls, ensuring they contain only qualified and eligible citizens. And the rationale is.
This is how you do it. This is how you make change. This is how you get change. You join your local party, you start forcing your party to take a position.
Election process, which is verifiably accurate, transparent, and accountable to the people. We know that no system is perfect or impervious to the corruption, but we believe this would be a significant step towards making Tarrant County elections more secure, restore the voters' confidence in Tarrant County election process. And Mr. Chair, I would like to make a motion for consideration by bullet point.
Okay.
Nice.
Motion, before
Strategic. Very good.
motion by bullet point, is there a second? We're gonna go through it bullet by bullet.
You see, that's every two.
There is a second, is there any discussion on this
Yeah,
one?
she's doing a
All in favor, say
formula. Good
aye.
job. Ruth.
Yes, we have discussion. Hold on, you have discussion?
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
Amy.
go ahead.
Amy, you're like testing my patience, Amy.
We brought this up before, and I thought maybe Susan would get a chance to adjust it, and I don't know if this requires making an, I'm sorry, Amy Super 4342. That we need to take the part out about Tarrant County Commissioners Court because we have no authority to ask them to resolve anything. Do you remember that? I don't know if you may let the meeting move forward, but I think we have to take that out.
Election Commission.
I'm on the resolutions committee, and Tuesday night we met for over 2 hours.
And you still didn't get to the most important
Make this
resolution.
resolution workable. This resolution has major flaws in
This is David Lambertson talking. He's the
truth and
chair of the ballot board in Tarrant County elections. So he's been there for a while. We got some issues with him.
Sans resolution.
He's opposed to the resolution, of
Refer
course.
this back to Susan Valiant to cite, for her to cite, what was it? Citations to support her allegations.
They're in the resolution.
I can tell you this, under the Texas Election Code 47007, you cannot do bullet point number 2. Under.
You saying you can't have paper
There's
poll
a
books
number
and
here.
e-poll books?
Whoever wrote this, it says it would be embarrassing to submit this to the county commissioners. Thank you, David Lambertson.
There is a motion on the floor to take this bullet by bullet, is there any discussion on that motion?
David Lambertson, I'm very disappointed in you.
Sure, we'll get to that, yeah. You wanna take this bullet by bullet, yes or no? So that's the motion on the floor, all in favor of that motion, say aye. All opposed? The motion fails, we'll take the resolution as a package, go ahead.
I just wanted to also, Ruth Ray, precinct 3696, quick discussion with respect to item 2. I personally would love paper ballots, but as it stands with precinct voting or countywide voting. As David said, you don't want paper poll books where people are checking in.
We know that. Don't be so
Oh,
basic.
yeah.
Like you're
You
way
cannot
behind.
verify.
This is why I
whether
need
they
to be in
checked
as
in
precinct
here,
chair.
here, here. You would have to only have
Should've already-
precinct
should've
level
gotten it.
voting. So unless we adopt precinct level voting, which I'm all in favor of, I oppose paper
It's
poll
in
books without precinct level voting. So just wanted to make that point.
Thank you. Continue discussion.
I'm Dan Tully, 1719. I'm opposed to most of this stuff because currently the legislative process is almost attacking every one of these bullet points.
No, they're not.
And one of them that has already failed and will not happen is going back to precinct voting versus the county. That issue's dead.
No, it's
It will
not.
stay at county level voting for those counties that want to do that. I mean.
Right, it's optional.
Passes over, it's not coming back unless it's done in a special session. But the area thing is, it's on my support, but the odds are it's going to pass to get rid of Eric out of the state of Texas, so that's going to be gone. A lot of these other things are all taken care of by the laws that are being passed in Austin right now.
No, they're not.
Senator Bob Hall has had some great things. I got to sit down with him for several hours a few weeks ago on his election field. What he's looking for and what they're looking at passing within the legislature, the paper ballot, the type of ballot it is, and the security that comes involved with it is great. They're looking at it to where the Secretary of State has them all printed up and sent to the counties to be distributed, so that there is no one county doing it one way, another county doing it another way.
Yeah, it's called uniformity.
That same basic ballot and ballot security. So there's a
Yeah,
lot
like
of
the law
stuff
calls for
that's-
uniformity.
We need to let the legislature get through it to know where we're really at with it, and then maybe address a few little points in here. But right now, I think this whole thing should be turned down. I believe that's why the resolutions committee did that in a lot of ways.
No, it's because of David
And I
Lamberson.
wasn't there,
So yeah, so be quiet.
but I would suggest, let's just turn it down and work on it in the future.
Thank you, John.
No.
John Conroe, 3194. This has some logistics issues with it as well. I mean, the second bullet from the bottom, verify vote results with a partial manual in count.
There's nothing
One federal
logistically
race, state race,
unsound
and local
about that.
race, and one proposition at each precinct location. Now, you're talking about a partial count at one location. I don't know if that really gives you any information, and that's going to delay people hours.
It's a better sample than the RLAs.
Should be. You're going to have people getting out there 10, 11 o'clock. You're not going to have any knowledge of how the races went or how votes went until
No.
you're able to go through those fields.
Okay.
They aren't going to tell you very much of anything. So I recommend voting against it.
Thanks, sir. Yes, sir.
John Raymond, 4259. First of all, probably every one of these bullet points are in bills that passed through the Senate recently. And there's a couple still going through the House right now. So it's not like, oh,
Oh my God, John, you
Susan
so
Brown's
who's
trying to
John?
make something up here. It's actually, there's many, 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 many counties that are wanting this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Good judgment. Good judgment.
Like I said, last gentleman, Chairman.
Paper ballot. We are able to put those into the system and machines, which are not hooked up to any kind of internet.
Here we have Mona Bailey, who was just appointed to the finance chair, opposing our election integrity resolution,
When we print.
insisting we already have paper ballots.
Verify what we've done.
That's why I told you,
Then we
POS
put
is
it
an
in the
illusion.
scanner.
It's a substitute for an actual ballot.
It is certified by the state and the federal government. No matter which process you use, whether you use what she's talking about in here, which would be ink marking the ballots, or whether you use what we're currently using, which are electronic boxes, we still end up putting the ballot in the scanner. And I know that
For long.
talks about wanting to go to paper ballots. Well, I'm older than most people in here, and I grew up and lived and worked through the era of paper ballots. I can tell you, with paper ballots, we've had a lot of fraudulent elections in the United States. Anytime you get humans involved in the process, the more involved they are, the more prone you're going to have fraud. Talking about securing with tamper-resistant counter and a write-once memory device. 2 years ago, that exact language was in a bill in the legislative session, and they discovered it wasn't doable because these exact things were not on the market. So now we have, in the legislature today, we have SB 1661 that specifies for the use of a transfer media device that makes it incapable of changing a vote. And that system will be tested with the scanner every time that the scanner is certified by the federal government and the state. I think that about does it. We do have to have a partial manual count already, and this is done at the state level. They tell us which race we're going to partially count, and they tell us from which precinct, but that doesn't mean we couldn't expand that. We could probably expand that process. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, Joseph Vogt, 2266, Area Leader, House District 96. Point of information, what time is our hard stop?
Our hard stop is 9 o'clock out of the building.
Out of the building, 9 o'clock. Therefore, let me speak on behalf of this motion that's going through. I heard some of my colleagues mention about let the legislator do it. I think we've done that for so many years. We hear the same things about election integrity for so many years, but it's the fox watching the hen house. You know, some of those embedded Republicans for so many years that constantly get reelected, good old boys, as you kind of hear them. Democrats on the opposite side, same thing. We see busloads of students from high schools showing up to vote. Oh, they're not on the list. Let's just put them in through, provisional ballots, where we have poll watchers getting in the faces of some of our precinct chairs and being very aggressive. This is a classic
He's not talking about me.
This is a strongly worded letter, folks, and we're over here worrying about the individual line by line items.
Yeah.
Put it through. Put it right in front of Tim's hands. Let them know that we're not going to play with this either. We don't like what the folks on the other side of the aisle have been doing for years.
Mm-hmm.
We've all lost faith in our election integrity. It's blatantly obvious. So let's send this strongly worded letter to them. Even though there's probably not every little bit or every single word that would probably agree with it. And there's other things that are probably being filtered through the legislature. Totally fine. But this is our strongly worded letter to say that we've had enough in Tarrant County.
Yes. That's Joe Cook. He's the area leader. I was supposed to call him. I forgot.
I'm for this resolution, and I'd like to kind of explain why. I work elections.
Are y'all for the election integrity resolution?
Or acting like Carter Garcia's been in charge for years. He's only been in charge of, 2018, 2019. It hasn't been that long. And I keep hearing people talk about how long it takes, how long this is that. This is our sovereignty, you guys.
For real.
This is our sovereignty. And as far as going back on what Mona
This is
said
how you
about
take your party back. This is how you make change.
just the security and
you start
my opinion
positioning.
is I've worked them as well. Bringing them back to the precinct establishes that guaranteed trust within our community that we see on a regular basis and form relationships and seeing those same people every elected season. That is the security we need. We know when somebody that we're used to coming in our precincts on a regular basis when we see somebody new coming in. So and I've been witness to this. I've worked elections for years. I've been involved for years. So it really upsets me that people are like, well this, well that, let's pull this. And we have pulled and pulled and pulled for years. We haven't got like this overnight. This has been a process in the making. So it takes me a lot not to sit up here and I'm shaking because this is our sovereignty that's at jeopardy. And we're complaining about the time and everything else. This is the last of our liberty that we are fighting for. So, I'm sorry, I'm against what people have said, and I'm for this, and whatever it takes to bring back what is lost. Not only in the city, not only in the county, the state, and federal, at all levels, and it starts right here.
Yep,
Inside.
that's right.
Motion has been called.
Starts right here in Tarrant County. Oh,
Is there a second to the motion? Vote. It's been seconded.
no more debate.
We're moving straight to a vote on this issue. That brings the end of the discussion. All those in favor of this motion say aye. Aye. All opposed? No. We will do a count.
Yeah, yeah.
They're voting to approve this resolution as written.
All right, come on,
All in
guys.
favor of this resolution, please stand and remain standing until we tell you to sit down.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I think the ayes have it. I think the ayes have it, guys. They're doing a count. Okay, this is everybody who supports election integrity in Tarrant County going back to paper ballots. Okay, guys. I think the ayes have it. I don't know. They're counting right now. Could be a clean split. Yeah, hey. There's Kathy. Got some over here too. Got some Patriots over here too. Got them.
All right, please be seated. All opposed, please stand and remain standing.
Okay. It's okay. She's good. 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 Who? It's okay. It's okay. She's good. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Psst, Teresa, she's not being counted for oppose. Yeah, but she's not. I know, but she's sitting right now. They're counting no's right now, so she's good. Yeah, she's good. It's okay. This is her first meeting.
This is it, yes.
Okay, they're counting all the no's. So some of the new precinct chairs were a little nervous as to what position to take, and that's understandable. Because this is a heavy vote to take, especially for your first meeting. We're repositioning the party right now. Let's see. Honestly, I think the ayes have it, but we'll see. We'll see.
There she goes. There she goes. There she goes.
Okay. All right. I should have the results. I think the ayes have it. I don't know. This is the no's. It seems like a lot. I can't tell. It's going to be close.
Be seated.
Damn. What do you think,
Motion
guys?
passed 65 to 50.
Yes! 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 Go, Susan!
Is there any more new business?
Yes!
Hearing none.
Fuck yes, dude. Fuck yes. Susan just repositioned the party. Susan Valiant just repositioned the Tarrant County GOP party for election integrity.
Quickly.